Danny Rarity here. This is what you have missed so far with the Sabres community this offseason. We have jersey mock-ups, we have trade talk. Who would you trade right now on the Buffalo Sabres if it meant them getting better? All these questions answered and more. Stick around till the end. First, some jersey concepts. I really like this. The royal blue Buffa slug I think is great. I said I was going to take 10. A bunch of people agreed. I know the Buffa slug gets a lot of hate. Personally, from my perspective, this isn't everybody's or maybe not even the popular sentiment. But I think it was more so the jersey design that was just horrible rather than the actual logo. I think the logo itself is fine. I think it's pretty decent. I don't think it's better than either of the current logos, but I'm a little nostalgic for it, and also, you know, I really do think the jersey and the color scheme did it absolutely dirty. So like something like a royal blue Buffa slug, I think would go actually crazy. I love this mock-up a lot. And up next, this by Seven Swordsman 7. I love this a lot. So it's like a metallic, it's a metallic color for the Sabres, which, I mean, I said in my tweet here, and a couple people shared the sentiment that is like pretty close to the Tampa Bay colors. Obviously, you have like the blue and like the silver and blue, or like the blue gray, blue white type thing, like that being the main colors. That is definitely more Tampa style rather than ours, but I think that can happen, or like I think that can be true, and this can also just look really cool. I mean these are so cool. This one with the black shoulders, definitely much more Tampa Bay coded, like early like the early mid 2000s Tampa Bay, like the cup winning teams and stuff. That this is definitely coded more for that. But like these are kind of gorgeous though. Like I love them. I said, I tweeted, I said these are badass. Too close to Tampa Bay, but definitely feels like you're onto something. I love the metallic silver and blue combo in general. And then someone said it's both bad and ass, but not badass. And to which my reply was, the main reason I like it is because it reminds me of the University at Buffalo ACHA jerseys, like with the blue and the silver touch type thing. And I used to do the radio broadcast for their hockey team. So obviously I'm very biased. I don't think these are like the greatest jerseys in the world by any means. But I have more like, I guess, just personal, like emotional, sentimental attachment to these jerseys. And they're a very good program as well. They have won multiple national championships, especially during the time I was there. In ACHA play and Division 1 or I think mainly Division 2, but Division 1 and Division 2. Like very, very successful ACHA program. And so like I think if there was some sort of, I mean, obviously a long shot, but a collaboration between like University of Buffalo Sabres, or just like a college town aesthetic, something along those lines, I think the blue and silver would actually go crazy. I think that like that is like more so my thought line as like a special jersey for like the local area or something like that. But you know, an actual D1 program, man. That's what we really need. That's what I've been asking for a decade now. But you know, it's a whole other topic. Man. Give our boys a chance. Buffalo's the hockey town. We need a D1 team. But up next on Trade Talk. I've been also a big fan of this for so many years, or so many years, last two years that Kyrou has been available. But Sneaky Joe also tweeted this today. Here's your win the cup Alex Tuch replacement. Kyrou is 2 years younger, 5 years left on his deal at $8.1 million. The Blues want a high-end player, prospect to first, and Sneaky Joe just, you know, puts out the idea of McLeod, Mertka, and a first. I think it might be, you might have to give up somebody better than McLeod, would be my only take, but like I would do this in a heartbeat, which makes me think that they probably would not do it. But I love Kyrou. Kyrou is a player. He just hasn't, like, he had a really good start in St. Louis, but has had a lot of troubles lately, like not getting along with the coach, been benched, had some bad games, gets benched again, plays like it's been kind of a messy situation. He's a very good player though. Like I mean, if you just look at these charts, like he's more of a two-way center, but he also can absolutely put up some shots and put up some points as well. I mean, he's kind of like a Robert Thomas light in that sense, where he's just like he's just so good. I've always known him to be such a good player, and then as soon as I hear he has troubles, oh, he requested a trade, he doesn't request a trade, he wants to be there, doesn't want to be there. I'm just like from the start, man. I'm just like the Sabres should hop on this, especially while everybody's talking about Robert Thomas, everybody's talking about Vincent Trocheck, everybody talking about Alex Tuck. Maybe sneaking a little Jordan Kyrou here. I think this would be incredible. I'm a big fan of Jordan Kyrou's game, especially when he actually was a regular and had ice time. And he's only 28. Like he's can absolutely bounce back and be an incredible player for the rest of this contract on his 5-year deal. And it's only a 5-year deal. He's 28. By the time his contract is over, it's like kind of when he's going to be hitting kind of more of a decline. So it's like it's almost like so perfect if somebody wants to get Jordan Kyrou. And I think this is the type of swing that a team like the Sabres need to make, because that cap hit is very acceptable, extremely acceptable. And it's a player that, has struggled on his current team, but has pretty much historically been a very good player on St. Louis. So I think these are the type of players the Sabres need to go after, and might be a slightly lower price than someone like Trocheck or definitely monetary wise, other than like Alex Tuck and stuff like that, but still like has that potential to be just as high impact. So I think these are the type of players that that a team that has cup aspirations needs to go after. I would love to make a huge push for Jordan Kyrou if the Thomas ask is way too high. That's just what I think. Like Murtka in a first would probably be the starting point. I would definitely give up McLeod for him too. I mean, I love McLeod. He's a great penalty killer, but also Jordan Kyrou is also a penalty killer, and also, just he's just a better McLeod. Really, I mean, I'm sorry, I love McLeod, but like that's the reality. He's McLeod if McLeod was just a step up in every category, kind of type thing. That's just what I think. I would love to have Jordan Kyrou on the Sabres, but Jeremy White also put up his thoughts here, but the Athletic put up a trade board. Number 1, Vincent Trocheck, San Jose, second pick, Jordan Kyrou. I think Jordan Kyrou just because he's probably just going to be cheaper than Robert Thomas, but Robert Thomas is probably little bit of a better player. But that's just what I'm thinking. Jordan Kyrou is a wing though, but who cares? But that's just my opinion. But, I mean, you can see on here, further down the list, Kesselring and Levi are around there. Jeremy White goes, Sabres assets most likely to be moved. Kesselring, Levi, McLeod, Murtka, first-round pick. Yeah. There have been multiple reports going around, too, of the Sabres probably looking to move on from, or Sabres most likely moving on from Levi, and then some other kind of rumors swirled in there that it might be Levi plus another goalie type thing. So I'm thinking I guess in theory, if we're gonna try to get like a Binnington or a Hellebuck, I'm guessing the trade package would probably look something like a veteran goalie. So we're probably looking at probably something closer to Lyon, in my opinion, like a older veteran that is still pretty decent and on a very affordable contract, plus a younger goalie they can develop. So I can see something like as a start, I'm not saying the whole package, but the start would be give me Lyon, give me Levi, and then plus maybe some picks or something, or a younger prospect, something along those lines. That's what I would think like the starting package for like a goalie would be. But Kesselring, just because he doesn't want to be a third line D man, which I understand, but I would still love him to have on our team, especially fully healthy. But I don't think anybody can really blame him at this point. He wasn't the greatest when he was in the lineup, and then he got injured a ton, and it just has not worked out. I don't think it's really either side's fault. I just think it's just how it is. And then with the Sabres defense core right now just being unbelievable and probably being locked up, it's going to be pretty much impossible for Kesselring to move up. So, for his own sake, he probably wants to be traded out to try to get a top 4 role. Murtka, looking incredible. He's probably going to be, his value is probably going to be really high if you do want to trade him. So and not to mention, like I just said, our D-core is pretty much completely set for the next like 5+ years. So we don't really have a spot or a need for Murtka. And we could probably get a pretty good trade return or pretty good value for him in a trade. So I'm down for trading Murtka. Like everybody in this list is pretty good. I like that. And then I do like the idea of trying to get Vincent Trocheck purely because the things that we are missing with Alex Tuch, probably not going to be re-signed, is going to be penalty kill, a more defensive player, like a two-way player, and the main thing you gain with Trocheck, especially if Center's going to be packaged in the deal, but I know the Rangers are asking just something insane for him, which I don't think the Sabres should do because it would cost so much for a 32, 33-year-old guy. But it's still, I think, worth talking about. Trocheck, the main appeal of him to me, like as a Sabres fan, that face-off win percentage is just bonkers. I mean, the Rangers were horrible this last year. He had basically a 57 face-off win percentage. That is unbelievably good. I mean, usually it's really good if you have like 53, 54%. Usually that's like really good. Like you're a top center in the league. 57%, and he kills every penalty, and he put up 53 points. Incredible. That's crazy. That's so good. But like I said, I think that price is way too high. I would much rather, I'm saying that for Trocheck, but I would rather, if we are going to get a center, I would rather get someone like Thomas, personally. But if the price is lower for Trocheck, which I know the Rangers are asking for a ton, I don't know how much lower it would be, but if it's like appropriately lower, Vincent Trocheck, definitely not a bad idea, but also know he's going to be the most sought-after free agent, or not free agent. He's going to be the most sought-after trade target. So it is what it is. I don't think it's possible, but just that face-off win percentage and his penalty kill ability is just unbelievably tempting. But, just throwing that out there. But thank you all. I said this was going to be a short video. This is actually one of my longer videos. You're absolutely insane if you stuck through this. Thank you. Have a good day.